from every tree?
He asked the question.
Because the man said he was most subtle.
Yeah.
He was most
They had to set up.
Yeah.
They had to set it up
so you
to
can't
make him
eat
look
from the
bad
tree?
anyway.
You can't eat from the tree.
So he just asked a simple
It's
question.
just a snake.
It's okay. And he just asked a simple question.
Just
so y'all can't eat from this tree?
Y'all
of
can't eat
knowledge?
from the tree of
Y'all can eat
knowledge.
everything else. He didn't do all that, but let's go.
Y'all can't.
All right.
So you can't eat from the tree of knowledge. That's what it said.
That's all it is.
They said I should give it up like I just ain't good enough. I wasn't tough enough to make it through the storm, so I tried to feed my fire, doing what I desired. I'll never give it up. I'm nothing like before.
I don't care how long. I didn't say nothing about how long. But it's time. He didn't eat from it.
Okay.
He sure didn't. He didn't eat.
Well,
He didn't eat from that tree. And here comes the cold part. Watch this.
he didn't eat?
He didn't. Watch this.
Okay, go
Watch,
ahead.
Watch.
Go ahead. This is one I missed.
Watch.
You give me a new one.
No, I'm just to keep on reading.
Okay.
All right? Now watch this. Verse 17. He said, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. Then in verse 18, he said, and the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. This is what God said.
Okay.
I will make him a help meet for him. God said, I'm going to make somebody else a help meet.
So just to be clear, at this point, not eating from knowledge and good and evil, Eve wasn't even there. Because I'm talking about Eve.
Eve
That
wasn't
was the
even there.
question. Eve wasn't even there yet.
Not
okay,
yet.
let's go.
He was commanded by God who made him.
Yeah.
Now watch. Now let's keep on reading. Verse 19.
Okay.
And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the earth, of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. So before he even tried, remember, God said, I'm going to make you a helpmeet. Mm-hmm. So what he did, God made some more beasts. He said, I'm going to make, and the Lord God formed. He made some more beasts of the field and every fowl of the earth, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them.
Okay.
And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof.
Okay.
God specifically made all these beasts and these fowl of the earth, brought them to Adam because, well, we'll find out. He did all that because he was trying to give Adam a helpmeet.
Yeah.
Now, most people think that he first just did Eve. That wasn't the first helpmeet.
Okay.
The first helpmeet was the beast of the field and the fowl of the earth.
Okay.
And he even took them to Adam and said, whatever you name them, that's going to be their name. Huh? And then look what else he said. Verse 20. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helpmeet for him.
Okay.
So he still wasn't happy with that. He didn't have no helpmeet. So God did it. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, made he a woman and brought her unto the man, who's Adam. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. The same way he named the cattle, same way he named the fowl of the earth. Remember?
Hold on. That is the words? Or
That's
you
the
just
exact
added
word.
that in there?
I didn't add none of that. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. Who named her?
All right, go ahead.
Who named her right there, according to this?
That's Adam speaking.
Adam.
Okay.
And he named a woman for a reason. He said, because she was taken out of man.
All right. Yeah, she wasn't Eve yet. Go ahead.
That wasn't Eve
Yeah, that's what I'm just making that clear.
Now you see why I went back. Because see, that's important to understand all that. Because God made all that. And then he also made Adam he made Adam out of the ground. But then he made the fowls and the cattle out of the ground too.
Okay.
Remember? And he brought them to Adam, said name them, but Adam still wasn't satisfied. So then he told Adam, he made Adam go to sleep. And then he took a rib out of Adam. And he made woman. And he took woman to Adam, and Adam named her woman.
Okay.
And he said why he named her woman.
Yes.
All right. Now,
I just wanted to make sure we understand.
Yeah.
We understand she ain't even Eve yet. Go on.
All I'm saying is I'm reading.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. Why don't you just put it right there?
You sure it's gonna work?
You ain't the one really talking, and when you do talk in this standpoint, you loud enough. You gets loud, see?
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah.
This is the only time you gets with it. Let's put it right there. This is the only time he gets with it. Other than that, you want to be cool, calm, and collected.
Okay.
You know.
Let's
All right.
go.
So verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Verse 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. All right. So we know what's going on. They both naked. They walking around slanging and just swinging. You know, it don't matter because they ain't ashamed, huh? You ain't supposed to go out there and walk naked. You know why? Because you'd be ashamed.
No. Don't say that. You can't tell me why I wouldn't go walk naked out in the thing. It's not socially accepted.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Because some people can go to the beach and be socially.
Okay. I agree with that too. See, I don't disagree with everything.
I understand.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I understand.
Now, verse 3. Chapter 3. Now we get into the meat. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Now, we know what a serpent is because it just told us. It's one of them beasts of the field that God made. Right?
I'm with you on that.
With me, okay. Because I don't want people to think the serpent just made itself.
That's good.
No, you one of the beasts of the field. Now, this ain't Satan. This is just the snake.
Okay.
The serpent.
You doing a lot of explaining instead of reading.
All I'm doing. I'm going to keep on reading. Now, watch this. Now, the serpent was most subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. That's what the serpent said to the woman.
So, to just, not to paraphrase, but to clarify.
Okay.
The serpent is talking to the woman.
Yeah.
And he said, Yea, has not. So he puts kind of that. Yea, has.
Yea, shall not. Huh? It say, Yea, shall not. Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. That's what he said.
Okay, unto the woman. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to clarify. Basically, he's asking the question.
Yes, because that's a question.
He's like,
look at it.
So you shouldn't. Yeah, I see the question
you see
mark.
The question mark. Yeah.
So
you can't eat from the tree of the garden.
Right.
You can't eat from every tree.
He asked the question.
Because the man said he was most subtle.
Yeah.
He was most.
They had to set up. Yeah. They had to set it up
so you
to
can't
make
eat
him look
from the
bad.
tree?
Anyway,
you can't eat from the tree.
So he just asked a simple.
It's
question.
just a snake.
It's okay. And he just asked a simple question. So y'all can't eat from this tree?
Y'all can't eat from the tree.
Y'all can eat everything else. He didn't do all that, but let's go.
Y'all can't.
All right.
So you can't eat from the tree of knowledge. That's what he said.
That's all it is. Yeah.
All right. I mean, from every tree of the garden. He didn't tell him the tree of knowledge. So you can't eat from every tree of the garden.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Okay.
He didn't say nothing about tree of knowledge.
He didn't even mention.
All he said was, so you can't eat from every tree of the garden. And now she fits to get an answer. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest you die. Now, let me just, first of all, we know that God did not tell Adam, you can't touch it.
Right. But we know what Adam do.
But we know what Adam have done because the only way, because see, Adam is talking to God, not Eve. And Eve is talking to Adam. And Adam must have said, you can eat all these trees in the garden, but you can't eat of that.
Not only that, he said,
And then he said,
you can't
eat of the trees in the midst, which
Right.
mean the other tree too.
Right. He
keeping it straight.
right. He's shutting her
So
down.
evidently,
He like trying to be
Now.
safe. He protecting.
now we're gonna go back to my first statement.
Go ahead.
Evidently,
Okay.
Adam wasn't eating from that dang tree. Because he
Okay.
didn't told, you remember you was talking about the time?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that. Yeah, we do. Because evidently, he must have told Eve, the woman,
Right.
don't you eat from that tree. And told her the reason why.
Or
Huh? Now, here's my
hold
question
on,
to you.
hold on, no. Let me do
Go
my
ahead.
or.
I'm just saying.
Or, cause see, you always want to put your perspective. on
All
what
I'm
you
doing
feel.
is reading.
Nah, you ain't just reading, cause you said evidently.
Here.
You said no. You said evidently.
How
Adam
else
was not
did Eve
eating.
find out?
He just because he telling her to do something, don't mean he ain't doing it. See, you can tell he could be telling his wife, all right.
But we're gonna find
Don't
out
go
why
messing around
we
with,
know
don't
he
go
did.
messing around with no other men.
But we'll find out how we know, because there's something gonna happen.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Listen.
Because there is something
Let
going
me
to
finish my
happen.
statement. He could been not eating, not telling her not to eat, because he's sneaking over there eating
False.
from the fruit, the life, and from the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
False.
He couldn't be.
No.
There's no way. We going 100% possible.
100% possible. Because God told him something was going to happen to him. And once he do finally eat it, it's actually going to happen.
No, it doesn't happen.
Can we keep reading?
That's my point.
It's going to happen.
They don't die.
I didn't say that.
That's what God said was going to happen.
But
So he could.
All I'm saying.
I'm just saying. He could have.
Here's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm saying whatever happened once he finally ate from it would have happened a long time ago when you was trying to say he was already eating from it.
I don't think we can say that.
We're going to find out exactly what happens. There's something going to happen.
Because
And it would have happened a long time
that's
ago.
your perspective as a man, but
No,
as a woman,
all I'm
hold
saying
on.
is
What is
the
I'm saying?
Bible.
As a woman, what if
I ain't talking about that.
Huh?
I'm not talking about that. I am not talking about no woman,
well, let me make my
All
difference.
I'm talking about
let me make the
is
statement
Adam
different
and Eve.
You're saying that it's obvious that the consequences of eating the apple or eating from the fruit of the tree happened. It's obvious that it happened when after Eve ate it.
No, I didn't say that. No.
Because hold on, that's what you're saying.
That's not what I said. And that's false.
That's what you're leading to when you say that.
Let me be clear then. Can I be clear before you continue?
Okay, yes.
I'm clear on this.
Okay.
The problem that happened did not happen when Eve ate.
The consequences.
The consequences,
Okay.
when Eve ate,
No consequences.
no consequences happened.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Kind of.
When Eve ate it,
It's hard for the timeline for me.
the
Go ahead.
consequence didn't happen. Because the consequence wasn't for Eve. It was for Adam. Who did God tell don't eat from the tree?
Told Adam.
Adam.
Okay.
Just because Adam told Eve does not mean Eve is reluctant to this problem. He told Adam.
Okay.
Adam. Well, what about my girlfriend? I ain't talking about your girlfriend. You. I said don't you eat from it. Are you clear on that, on what I'm talking about? That's why I'm not talking about Eve. Adam. Don't you eat from that tree of knowledge of Adam. Now, Adam made the decision to tell Eve, God said don't eat from that tree. No, boy, he told you not to eat from the tree. Which is true.
That's true.
He told you don't eat from the tree.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
Adam said, don't you eat from the tree.
Right.
So Adam's giving a command. Why is Adam giving him a command? Because you come out of me. And I don't want no problems if you mess up and it causes me problems. That's all I'm saying. That's what Adam's saying. Mm-hmm. So evidently Adam must have told her, because she told the serpent.
Right.
We ain't supposed to eat from that or touch it. And Adam must have actually put that in there. And you can't even touch it.
He added on it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I can keep going?
No, yeah.
Did that make sense? Even more sense? That for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I see where you at.
All right. Verse 2. And the woman's verse 4. So we already read that. Mm-hmm. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. That's what the serpent said. Mm-hmm. Now, verse 5. For God doeth know that in the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Now, I'm telling everybody right now, when the serpent made that statement, it is a true fact.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want to say, serpent lied to it. No, the serpent told the truth.
Okay.
He just did it in a subtle way. Because he first started out and said, you're not going to surely die.
Right.
Then he goes into it. For God knows that in the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Knowing good and evil.
God told Adam, don't eat from that tree. You're going to surely die. Because you're going to know good and evil.
Well, he didn't give that explanation.
He didn't. But that's what the tree called.
Okay.
The knowledge
right.
of good and evil.
Right.
That means if I eat from it, he's saying, you're going to die. Now, you made a statement and you said, well, Adam didn't die. Yeah, he did.
Okay, show us.
He gonna die. Where Adam at? You better show me Adam. He dead, ain't he? Adam still alive? God didn't say when you was gonna die.
Okay.
He said you're gonna die. Mm-hmm. He didn't say when. But at first you wasn't even gonna die. Adam, you was gonna live forever. Mm-hmm. But now you gonna die. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
He never said when he was gonna die.
True that.
All right, let's keep on going. Now, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, which we already knew was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, which God said it was going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting on where she went.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise. That was the kicker. See, it had already been good food.
Okay.
She didn't eat. It was already pleasant to the eyes.
Okay.
She still didn't eat. But now she realized it was going to make her wise.
Okay.
That's a kicker.
Wisdom is bad.
No, I ain't saying that.
I'm
just saying she wanted the wise. She wanted to be wise. Ain't that what it sounds like?
God doesn't want us to be wise.
I didn't say that.
Okay. I'm trying to get to where
I'm not saying nothing. All I'm going to
do
do is read this book.
Okay.
Okay. You making up stuff for me? I'm not.
All I'm saying,
pleasant to the eyes,
yep,
and a tree to be desired. We had already knew it was pleasant, and we knew it was desired.
She didn't need none of that.
To make one wise. And then it say, she took of the fruit thereof. So she touched it. Even though Adam told her, don't touch it.
Okay.
And did eat. She ate it. Even though Adam told her, don't eat it.
Okay.
And gave, now watch this. And gave also unto her husband. See, she took it from the tree. Mm-hmm. She ate it. Then she gave it to him. He didn't go to the tree and get it.
Mm-hmm.
She gave it to him.
Okay. What's her name though when she's doing that?
I don't know. It calls her.
Okay, go ahead.
And it calls a woman.
Okay, she's still a woman right now.
That's all I know.
She ain't
Okay.
yet.
Yeah. All I know is that's just the name. Now, and did eat and gave also unto her husband with her. And then when he gave it, when she gave it to him, and he did eat.
He ate it.
He ate it.
Okay.
Now, nothing happened when she ate it. Nothing happened. Not a soul. Nothing.
They ate it at the same time.
No, they didn't. See, you making that assumption they ate it at the same time.
You making an assumption they didn't.
Why would Adam be over there by the tree, watch her pick the tree, and then eat it if he know that come off that tree? And he done told her, don't you take nothing from that tree? Adam don't even know that fruit is from that tree.
Bible don't say that, Ed. You can infer.
All I'm saying is,
you can exegete. You can
he
infer.
never ate from the tree.
You don't know that.
We just seen it. He just ate it for the first time. You never heard me read that he ate it.
No, he didn't read it.
Because something getting ready to happen now.
But see, this the thing.
Let me finish. Something's getting ready to
Finish.
happen. What happens after he eat it? Watch this. And he did eat, verse 7.
Okay.
And the eyes of them both were open.
Okay.
See, it specifically say that.
I'll go with
And the eyes
I'll go with
of the both of them. Which means when she ate it, her eyes weren't open yet for it. But when he ate it, the eyes of both of them was open. And they knew that they were naked. See, at first, they was naked and they didn't care because they wasn't ashamed. But now they know they naked. So what happens? They realize they naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. They realized they naked. Now they didn't cover themselves up.
Cover it up. That's fine.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Now, they still gonna die. But the first reaction is, your eyes opened up, you know the knowledge of good and evil now, and now you know you naked. And now they covered themselves up. And it didn't happen until Adam ate it.
Okay.
Because Adam was the one told, don't you open up that door for nobody. See what I'm saying? Now, let's keep on reading. Verse 8.
But let me just say this.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't prescribe good or bad to them knowing or covering themselves up. Why does that good?
I didn't either.
Okay.
All I'm saying is what
They
he
did.
said.
Okay.
That's it.
We almost.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I ain't saying what, it's good, evil, it's not bad or good. All I'm saying is, that's what this say,
Yeah.
and that's all I know.
Okay.
Okay. Now, verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife, now we know that that's his wife.
Okay.
So you just called a woman first, but now it's his wife, hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? He didn't call Eve, he called Adam. Where you at? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. That's what Adam said to God. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Who told you you was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree? That's how God knew they ate from it. Because they knew they was naked. First, y'all wasn't ashamed. Now you know you're naked.
Right.
Now watch this. Hast thou eaten from the tree where I commanded thee that thou should not eat?
Okay.
And the man said, watch this, the woman who thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. He blamed it on the woman. The woman that you gave me, God, She gave it to me, I ate it. And the Lord God said unto the woman, first time now he about to talk to the woman, what is that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Okay.
And the Lord God said unto the serpent, here come the punishments now. Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon the belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. So apparently the snake used to stand up. And now the snake can only get around by slithering on the ground in the dust.
So with that being
keep
said,
on going.
what? No.
The scriptures ain't through.
Well, my question was,
I ain't through.
you gotta go some more. Okay.
You want it?
Go
you
ahead.
asked the question. I got to give you the answer.
Okay.
He said, verse 15, and I will put enmity. Now he's not talking to the snake no more.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking to Satan now. And I'm going to put enmity.
Wait a minute.
Let me keep reading and I explain myself.
Okay, all right.
Let me keep reading and then I explain
Go
myself.
ahead.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. The reason why I said I know that's the serpent, I know that's Satan, because in the New Testament, that is explained. And it says that Jesus is that seed that he was talking about. The serpent would be able to bruise Jesus' heel, which he did. But Jesus is going to bruise the serpent's head, which he did by dying on the cross. He bruised the serpent's head because the serpent didn't think that Jesus was going to rise up. But that's how he bruised his head. And the enmity was between thy seed and her seed. That's why the serpent never, ever tried to kill Jesus when he was little. Because that was up under the woman. It was her seed. Serpent waited till Jesus got grown to do it. Because see, the smartest thing to do, if I was the serpent, if I was Satan, why won't I just kill Jesus as soon as he come out the womb? He was trying. He was getting in all these different kings, trying his best. We're going to kill him. But he couldn't do it. He could never get him. He was trying though. They had the flu, they had to sleep in the kettle part of whatever they call it, the manger and all that. He was trying. But he don't remember, God said, you ain't gonna never be able to do that. He gonna get you. See, that's not for the snake. The snake ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, let me
the
get
snake
my
is the animal.
Well, it's two problems I have.
Because you got two things going on. You got a snake and the snake being possessed by this Satan. That's what's happening.
Okay, that's how you interpret it.
That's how you
interpret it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll tell you the problem I have with that is because throughout that whole thing, you were making a point to say, this is the snake, this is the snake, this is the snake, this is the serpent.
Because I wanted you to know this is the serpent.
And then right at that particular point,
I want you to see the switch.
Okay, and let me get my perspective.
Does it make sense for him to say that to a snake?
No, none of it makes sense to me.
I got you. But my question is, does it make sense for God to say that to a snake?
Why not?
Does it make any sense?
If they
He
talking
him
in the garden to the people, why not? Why don't he got a seed?
But the snake don't talk.
Why do it?
None of the other cattle was talking.
Yes, and we just read the snake.
We didn't hear nobody else talking but this dang snake.
Yeah, that's what I said. The snake. You're saying, is it far-fetched?
I'm not saying.
Listen,
I'm
let
saying.
me finish my statement.
Nobody else was talking.
let me finish my statement.
I would agree if the cattle was talking.
No, but you're asking me a question. We don't know if the cattle was talking or not.
It don't say it.
Not in this point.
Let me stop right there. Hold on.
Donkeys talk.
Let me.
Whales.
Let me
Whales
stop.
was men was eating.
A donkey didn't talk.
Donkey didn't talk?
No. It was possessed by the angel.
Oh.
It say that.
Okay, that's fine.
So no donkey was talking.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It was possessed by the angel.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And I know that if the donkey could talk and he's possessed by an angel, then the snake could talk because it was possessed by an angel too.
That's not the point.
Oh.
The point is you switched it.
All I did was read.
No, you said this part is the serpent
Watch
specifically, but now this part is Satan. You said that's not Satan. That's not Satan.
All I'm saying, I didn't say that wasn't Satan. I said that's the snake. I said that's the snake.
You said
I never said
Satan.
It wasn't Satan.
You did.
I did.
You can read back, but that's fine.
Read it. You go listen to it.
Back
and you'll say,
"Oh, that's the
did.
only reason."
I
That's
did
the
not
only
say
reason
that.
I'm bringing this up.
No,
because you made it.
You made the assumption that I said it wasn't Satan. Go back and listen to it, and you'll find out. I never said that.
You said this is not Satan. Now.
I never said that. Never said that.
Okay, well we can do
never
that later.
said
But that's the only reason I made.
And
that
you can
comment.
tell me. You can say you right, Ed. You never said it.
If we find that out,
once you read back,
yeah.
once you listen back,
yeah.
you gonna say the first time that Ed said Satan was then.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine. That's fine. I'm not because
that makes a big difference.
That's the only reason I'm even bringing this.
The
up.
only reason why is because I just wanted to explain that text. Now, maybe I shouldn't have explained it.
Well, even because you're asking
maybe
to
I
me.
shouldn't explain it.
Now
I'm gonna
the
keep
second
on going.
part. Hold on. The second part of that problem.
Maybe I shouldn't explain it. I just agree with that. Maybe I shouldn't have said
that's
that.
That's fine.
I should have just read it.
You can though.
You didn't like it.
You are no. You are a Christian apologist. It is your job.
I'm not.
It is your job to explain away.
All I was doing was explaining. You was getting mad because I didn't explain it to my kid, not to why he couldn't open the door. So I figured that you wanted an explanation. How can I figure out which one do you want? Do you want an explanation or you don't?
No, I just ask questions.
But all I did was give an explanation.
And my question
you said, "What up? You switched it."
Yeah, why would you switch it?
I explained it.
So that's cool.
That's all.
Okay.
Now, if you don't like the explanation,
I
can't deal with that. I can't do nothing.
I was trying to tell you what my issue was, but you said
because you was getting on me for not explaining it, wasn't you? Earlier?
No, I was getting on God. I was arguing with the Bible. Remember, I'm
right.
not arguing with you.
I'm not explaining it.
Yeah.
Well, why you ain't arguing with him about not explaining that?
Because the whole thing goes along to me.
So you agree with the whole thing going along?
I agree that it's gonna. You said, do that not make better sense for it to be Satan instead of the serpent?
Yeah, it
right.
don't make sense.
For me, it's all.
He had already gave the
same.
serpent a punishment. Now, can we keep on going? If you wouldn't stop me, we've been due by now.
Oh, you stopped yourself a couple times.
No, you only stopped me. You'll find that out.
Okay.
You'll say, I did stop him. I never stopped myself. Now, I'm going to continue. Unto the woman, he said, now he's about to give it to the woman, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow, thou shalt bring forth children, and they desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto thy voice of the wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of all the days of thy life. Verse 18. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. Verse 19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins and clothe them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever. Therefore, here goes your answer. The Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. So what God did, you heard it. He told him, you was going to live forever. The tree of life will let you live forever. That's what he told him. But because you done this, I got to kick you out of this garden. Because I'm kicking you out, because I don't want you to eat from the tree of life and live forever. And he put a cherubim and flaming swords around the tree of life. So because Adam ate from the other tree, which is knowledge of good and evil, he had to die. And that's exactly what God and Satan said to them. Both of them told him that.
Is it because he ate, or was it because of what eating turned him into?
What did it say?
Behold, you have become like me.
And he kept reading. He didn't stop there. You continue.
You don't have to keep going.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. Because if you stop there, it make it sound like that he's God. If you don't keep reading, you understand what he talking about. Remember, you said stay in context.
Different,
Ain't that what you
knowing
said?
good and evil.
He didn't stop there.
You have become like me.
He didn't stop there.
Knowing
Can I keep going?
good and evil.
Let's read exactly what he said.
And now you must, and if you
So
eat from
you
the
wanna
life.
pick and choose.
Oh no, I'm not. And if you,
Let's read it. I
Go
want to read
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
I don't care how you put it. I don't care how I put it.
That's fine.
The only thing that matters is what he say.
Go ahead.
He said, and the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us,
As one of us.
which is the gods.
Okay.
Now, if you go even deeper, I ain't going to do that to you because I don't want to explain that.
No, please.
To know good and evil.
Okay.
Because God knew good and evil.
Okay.
The tree was only knowledge of good and evil.
Okay.
The tree never was what you trying to make it, knowledge of wisdom.
I didn't say that.
But that's the way you
I
portray
said,
it.
behold, you have become like us.
That's all he said. And now let's keep going.
Knowing good and evil.
Knowing good and evil.
Okay.
That don't mean you can make somebody out of the ground.
Okay. He's just saying you're like us in the fact that we
You know good and evil.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's what he said.
That's fine. Go ahead.
You trying to make it sound like he can make a human. No, he can't. Then watch what else he said. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat it and live forever. I'm kicking you out, Adam, and you take your wife with you, Eve, because you ate from the tree I told you don't eat from. And I don't want you eating from the tree of life because I don't want you living forever. Mm-hmm. So your question was, why did God kick out Adam?
No.
That was your question.
No.
What was the question?
That was not my question. I got that written down.
What's your question?
Question is, and I'm gonna break it down.
Can you just tell me what your question was?
Why was it wrong
That's what I'm saying.
for Eve or for the woman
Yeah.
to learn to eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. Why was that wrong for her to do that? Why did you get consequences? Why did she get consequences for eating from gaining knowledge of good and evil? The fact that she gained
What's
knowledge
your question?
of good and evil. Why was it wrong for the woman to gain the knowledge of good and evil by eating from that tree?
That was not your question.
Yeah, it was. You can go back.
No.
I got it written down right
Read
here.
the question then.
Well, yeah, you can
Read it.
Was it wrong?
Thank you. I knew it was a question, and it wasn't why.
But when I asked it on here, I did say why. This is what's written down, but
Okay,
I did say why.
go ahead.
All right. Was it wrong to? I just made it. Was it wrong to bite the apple? Why or why not? So it's still on there.
That's the question.
Yeah.
So the question
and Eve
is,
bit from the fruit.
the
go
question is basically, let me make sure I'm understanding. The question was, why was it wrong
ahead. Basically.
for Eve to eat from that tree? And all I did was read it.
Okay.
Now, the Bible said it was wrong because that's what God said.
Okay.
That's it. Now, the reason why it was wrong is because God is the one who made them. That's it. In my opinion, God made them. So if you ain't gonna listen to nobody, it seems like you listen to the person that made you.
She didn't
That's
listen,
what I'm
She
saying.
didn't listen to God.
Now,
The person that you made it very clear
let me make sure
that the person that made her did not give her them instructions.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, who made God made it? Who made the woman?
Here's what it said.
Who made the woman?
Can I read it? Or you want me to prayer? See, you don't like to go in there because there's no way around it.
Who made the woman?
God.
Thank you. That's all I was asking. Did God tell her not to eat from the tree of good and evil?
That ain't what the Bible say.
That's a question.
And that's my answer. That ain't what the Bible
Oh,
say.
okay. The Bible doesn't say that she taught. So,
The Bible does not say
right.
that God told
her.
Eve.
And your
not to
your
eat.
statement a while ago
The Bible
was,
don't say that.
You should, if somebody makes you, you should listen to them.
But I'm not talking about
Should
Eve.
at least- I am though.
But
My question is
the
very
reason
specific.
why I went through all of that is because I wanted you to understand. I went through all of that because I wanted you to understand. Even when Eve bit the apple, the fruit, her eyes wasn't open.
Okay.
The Bible don't say that. The Bible does not say her eyes open. It didn't open until Adam bit the fruit. So the key is Adam. So the problem is Adam. Because the person that gets kicked out is Adam. Now she just got to go because she come from him. But the person that God is kicking out.
Now, let me bring another perspective.
Okay.
Because guess what? You're saying Eve didn't get instructions and nothing happened to her, right?
No.
Right. But
I said no.
hold on.
I said no.
No what?
You tried to say right. Your statement, I said no.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't keep going after I say no.
I didn't know that.
I don't
agree
agree
or
with that.
disagree.
I
okay,
disagree.
that's a disagreement.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh my God, we gotta.
Ain't my fault.
Woo.
You wanted the question.
Yeah,
You knew what was going to happen.
I'll make it very clear then.
Okay.
That is it for this episode. Hey, we hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. If you did, please do us a favor and hit the like button and share with somebody else. And if you want notifications when our episodes or monthly live podcasts publish, then you gotta go to the website, subscribe, and subscribe. Do that now so that nothing gets missed by accident. Thanks again, and for supporting us.
I'm as tough as you made me, but you never break me down. No, you never break me. They say I should give it up like that. Just